The end of Squid Game Season 2 gets pretty chaotic, and not just for the characters or the audience. At least one member of the crew seems to have gotten caught up in the pandemonium too. Everything comes to a head in the season's final episode, where protagonist Song Gi-hun plans out and then leads an armed uprising against the game's overseers. There's a lot to take in during this frenetic sequence, so if you didn't catch the detail that's definitely not meant to be in there, you could be forgiven. A few fans have though, and if you look, you can clearly spot a handheld camera operator right in the thick of things about 3/5 of the way through the episode. Though some other similar projects like, say, the Hunger Games movies or The Running Man depict their deadly games as having been publicly televised, Squid Game can't explain its camera operator oopsie away with that little excuse. Or, on second thought, maybe it can. There are some scenes in Season 1 where VIPs watch footage of the games on screens in an opulent lounge.
Trust me, the screens we have at home are plenty big, but nothing beats seeing it with your own eyes.
A feasible in-universe explanation could be that maybe this cameraman was putting himself at risk to catch footage for the masked men betting on the games. But obviously in reality, this is a mistake that just happened to make its way into the final cut of the show. It speaks to how the sequence was filmed, with multiple camera operators clearly shooting at the same time to catch all the key details as they unfolded in the chaos. That's not typical for a single camera drama, where coverage is usually obtained by doing different takes with different setups and angles. It'd be very difficult to replicate the madness of the firefight, so it seems clear that lots of different camera operators were set up and told to capture the key details, so they'd only have to do some of it once. This, of course, is far from the first mistake to make its way into TV and movie history. Lots of cameras, not to mention boom mics, lighting rigs, and other equipment and crew members have accidentally made their way into productions of various sizes over the decades. But in this age of special effects gurus being able to digitally erase just about anything from an image, mistakes like this have increasingly become fodder for ridicule online. For instance, who could forget that time a Starbucks cup traveled through space and time to make its way to Westeros on Game of Thrones? As the show limps through its final season, a clear-as-day paper cup with a plastic lid could be seen in a table right in front of Daenerys. Clearly, she needed to go on a coffee run to make it through her late series heel turn. Another widely reported example of a special effects mistake that had fans rolling was a shot in the 2019 Cats movie. Near the end of the film, the real human hand of Dame Judi Dench, wedding ring and all, can be seen coming out of the costume sleeve of her feline character, Old Deuteronomy. That's an interesting one though. Even though Universal, the studio behind the movie, promised that a corrected version of the movie with enhanced special effects would be sent out, multiple other shots in the movie show Dench and other actors with unchanged human hands. Dench's wedding ring can still be seen in some shots, while in some parts of the movie the hand seems to be a little more professionally weaved into the character's costume sleeves. So, were the human hands in Cats a mistake after all, or just something fans thought was weird looking? Hard to know. What we do know is that a camera operator almost definitely shouldn't have been in there with the Squid Game's players, and he'll go down in history as another famous unplanned guest appearance.